Come on, let's get it. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Where we do not teach you how to rise to the occasion, we teach you how to fall to your level of preparation. A really, really nippy Florida coldish day out here in South Florida. Seeing that, I think there's a cold front coming in. I gotta make sure I get some long sleeves. It's literally the only long sleeve I have, so I gotta pick up some sweats and stuff like that, because we're getting into that season where there are days that, again, I don't say cold because I grew up in the Northeast, but Florida cold. It lasts from like this time to maybe about 10 a.m. when the sun comes up, and then things kind of get back to what Florida does and why people move out here, right? So all that being said, Top 5 Tuesday. Continuing the conversation, continuing this week's theme about developing some fight and how you actually have some fight in you. Top 5 ways to develop fight in you, to have the mentality of some resilience, to be strong enough to say, hey, I have certain things I'm not going to stand for, and to be able to speak on it, not go run around crying to somebody else about how somebody did this and somebody did that, but to go directly to a person and be professional about how you address certain things. That's what we're discussing today. All right, so top five ways to develop that in a way that's going to progress you and give you the opportunities that you deserve and give you better opportunities, lead to more opportunities in the future. All right, so first thing you got to do, and you probably could have guessed it, is you got to exercise. You got to put yourself on a regular schedule in which you're testing your limits, you're pushing yourself. And I say exercise, I don't mean just walking into the gym with some cute workout outfit and talking all fucking day. I'm talking about actually putting some hard work in, seeing some results, shedding off some weight, and really starting to develop the mentality of I'm going to get my body right, get my health right, and I'm going to take control of that. So that's the first thing you got to do, and then a lot of opportunities will come to you, right? So number 1 is exercise. Number 2, you got to be humble. Got to be humble enough to know when, hey, somebody has an expertise in this. In fact, just last night, had a conversation with a guy. Listen, man, I won't put his name out there or anything like that now, but listen, man, he taught me so much in terms of just the finances and the finance world, and a lot of things that I've already been doing, some of the things I know, but, understanding his expertise, it was such an incredible, to the point where we talked for an entire hour, and didn't realize that a whole hour went by. So, again, I'll have more information on that as we go along. So, but to be humble enough to know when you can go to somebody else or have somebody else mentor you and teach you certain things about what it is you want to be doing in the future. Number 3, information. It's from humility right into information. You gotta have the information. You cannot sit down in a meeting full of grown business professionals and start talking about your fucking feelings, all right? You gotta have information, actual information that's written, that's actually documented, and actual things that happen, factual stuff that actually happen, not your feelings and not your opinions and not how this one made you feel and how this one is hurting you and this one said that to you and this one didn't say sorry with this. That's not the environment for this, all right? When it comes to developing fight in you, you got to actually have information to be able to progress and actually make a difference, all right? So number 3, information. Number 1, exercise. Number 1, exercise. Number 2, humility. Number 3, you got to have action. You got to fight with facts, fight with information. Number 4, you got to have a damn personality. All right, plain and simple. You got to have a personality. And again, doing the work that I previously mentioned, it's going to make it so you stop giving a fuck and you stop caring about how people may perceive you or like you and all this other bullshit that I have to hear on a daily basis. And you start actually having a personality that shows the minute you start talking, the minute you start getting on certain topics. And when you have that personality, then people can just kind of adjust to whatever your personality is. But if you're always timid and you're always hiding and you're always, maybe not saying what you want to say, letting certain things go and all this other bullshit that I have to hear, okay, you're not going to get anywhere. So you got to actually have a personality that shows. And finally, you got to be willing to make the long-term commitments. Understand, 1 through 4, I am not saying that they're easy, but if you are already in a place where you can see yourself committing long-term, whether it's relationally, whether it's professionally, whether it's physically, if you can see yourself committing long-term to the situation, then 1 through 4 start to become worth the work. It's worth the effort to be able to do all 4 of those things. All right, so to recap, and again, I'll dive deeper into all these as we get into the as we get into the live stream today. Top 5 ways to develop fight in you. Number 1, exercise. Number 2, humility. Number 3, you gotta have information, like factual information to fight with. Number 4, you gotta have a damn personality. All right. And number 5, you gotta be willing to play the long game and have long-term commitments. All right. So all that being said, main website to check out to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As Warren Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.